2022 was a landmark year for the U.S. Agency for International Development in Uganda. As Uganda celebrated its 60th year since independence, we also celebrated 60 years since our partnership with Uganda began. USAID Uganda began operating in late 1962, within weeks of Ugandan independence. Initially, our programs supported three sectors: education, health, and agriculture. Since then, we've shared some amazing accomplishments. We've promoted literacy and brought basic education to millions of Ugandan children. USAID helped establish the Tororo Girls' School, which has educated some of Uganda's most impressive women leaders. We've tackled malaria, tuberculosis, HIV/AIDS, and other infectious diseases, including the recent COVID-19 pandemic and the Ebola outbreak. When HIV/AIDS rates peaked in the late 1980s, we worked tirelessly with the Ugandan government and others to see those rates decrease. Today, Uganda is a model for addressing HIV/AIDS in Africa. We've also improved the livelihoods of millions of Ugandan farming families with resources and training that help farmers have better harvests. In 1986, we helped establish the first PhD program in agriculture at Makerere University. We're also proud that USAID has been able to work in all regions of Uganda, addressing the most urgent development challenges in each location. There are many more great accomplishments than we have time to highlight now. We're proud of our partnership during these past 60 years, but what we should be asking ourselves now is, what about the future? Having a smart, strategic approach is essential to partnering effectively with the people of Uganda. Smart strategies call for the best data, a strong understanding of the context where we're working, and of course, significant input from Ugandan stakeholders. That's why we've put people at the center of our approach to development and adopted an overall strategic goal of partnering with Uganda in its journey to reach middle-income status by 2040. To achieve this shared goal, we've also identified three distinct areas where we'll focus: improving Uganda's healthcare system, expanding economic opportunities, particularly by creating jobs in agriculture, and increasing transparency and accountability.
The first focus area is improving healthcare in Uganda. Under this priority area, we work to ensure better access to high-quality care for all people in Uganda. A better healthcare system makes Uganda healthier and more productive. We will continue our robust partnership with the Ministry of Health and other institutions throughout Uganda. This will build upon decades of a successful partnership in preventing HIV/AIDS, malaria, TB, and other infectious diseases.
Our second focus area is on expanding economic opportunities for the people of Uganda. In particular, this includes strengthening the agricultural sector. The priority speaks to economic strengthening through Uganda's primary economic engine, its agricultural sector. And of course, work in agriculture also means thinking about climate change. It also means ensuring that people have effective ways of dealing with the shocks and stressors that come their way. Even as Uganda becomes more economically developed, these shocks and stressors will still happen. Whether it is food insecurity during a drought, the ongoing effects of climate change, or an unexpected pandemic, we will work to expand opportunities and be resilient in overcoming these challenges.
To do this, our partnership will focus on regions with the most critical food security and nutrition needs. We will seek to increase incomes and resources by diversifying livelihoods, adapting agriculture to the changing climate, and introducing more Ugandans to new and promising markets. Together, we will focus specifically on food security and nutrition, and on expanding access to water and sanitation services. We will also build community capacity to respond to natural disasters and resolve disputes.
We will also promote the sustainable use of Uganda's natural resources. Our partnership will work to preserve animal and plant life in Uganda and reduce wildlife crimes.
A key part of this is investing in the future through education and social support. This is critical to Uganda's future. We will support programs that improve education and social services to help children and youth grow into resilient and productive citizens.
Now our third priority area, increasing accountability and transparency. Accountability means that governments must answer to their citizens and be held responsible for their performance. Accountability also means the ability of the government to provide quality public services like health, education, and agriculture to all its people. One way we'll do this in Uganda is by strengthening civic space and the ability of people to share their honest views and be heard by their government. This will largely be accomplished by supporting and strengthening key civil society organizations. Functioning, accountable governments also need funding in order to deliver services. We work to increase Uganda's domestic revenues, ensuring that more people have access to public services.
Improving healthcare, expanding economic opportunities, increasing accountability. These three focus areas make up the priorities of our strategic approach in Uganda. Before ending, I want to draw attention to two more critical elements to our work.
The first is local ownership. Local ownership means putting the people in Uganda in the driver's seat. It's really about putting the Ugandan people at the forefront of all our development efforts, and it's crucial for progress and change.
Despite our best efforts to plan out our work and be strategic, things will inevitably change. Development is difficult and requires constant assessment and adjustment. We've nonetheless developed plans and ways to help make sure we do this successfully. We frequently look at our work, getting accurate information that lets help us make honest decisions. We are committed to learning and adapting.
60 years have passed since our partnership began. 60 years from now, we believe Uganda will be long past the need for development assistance. But for now, we remain a committed partner to Uganda. We're grateful to all who have partnered in this ongoing collaboration. Together, we can help the people of Uganda build a healthier, more economically strong, and more accountable home.